Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praise and glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Arakat, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone that taught me this truth, that rule well. Peace and salutation to the whole 144,000 elect men, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children only in these last days. And to the new and to the few brothers and sisters listening to me that's in this truth, to you I say shalom. It's your brother Kawas with a quick hit. Master of disaster, Esau Edom. Once again, I hope the lesson is edifying and to the point. Pray for me, Israel. I'm praying for you. Kwam Yasharallah, Rise, Israel. We got next, baby, any day now, guaranteed. Can't wait. Book it. The two most important things you'll ever know in this truth in this world is the name of the Father, which is Yahweh, and the name of the Son, which is Yahweh Shai. Esau Edom is the so-called white man. He's not white, but he's red. He's our red, sinister Hebrew big brother, Esau Edom. We are Jacob of the Bible. Once again, let's edify to the point. Bear with my voice. I was on the block Monday, and I got loud pipes, so I'd be damaging my vocal cords. And so I took one day off yesterday, but it's still, my voice is still a little scratchy. So just bear with me as I get through this lesson. Once again, Yahweh Shai to the chariots fly, Yahweh Shai to the missiles fly, that tortilla chip or the dip, the Maxine waters or the guillotine. You better repent and come into this truth. We be the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. Let's do it. My preface precept is in the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6. 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 12. Start at verse 12. Excuse me. 2 Maccabees 6, beginning at verse 12. Now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation. 13th verse, 2 Maccabees 6. For it is a token of his greatness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. 2 Maccabees 6, verse 14. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai patiently forbeareth to punish, till they become to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us. 15th verse. Lest that being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance on us. Last but not least, 2 Maccabees 6, verse 16 in the Apocrypha. And therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us. And though he punish with adversity, yet does he never forsake his people. That was the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 12 through 16. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
Choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
Wow. I mean, that is an incredibly blunt message. And I know You have a lot of experience dealing with these storms. You don't say something like that lightly, Mayor.
I've never said that. And 10 to 12 foot surge. I mean, if this takes a jog to the south, that's going to save us from the storm surge, but it stays on the track that it's projected to be on right now. Or if it goes a bit north, would be even worse. Some of the predictions are saying that Pinellas County to the south of us, the entire county is going to be underwater. So this is something that I have never seen in my life. And I can tell you that anyone who was born and raised in the Tampa Bay area has never seen anything like this before. People need to get out.
And your message is just, this isn't survivable.
This, if we have that predicted storm surge, it is not survivable.
I'm not saying that the government created Hurricane Helene. What I am saying is that the government has been manipulating the weather since 1947. What first caught my attention with Helene was the shift in the storm's projected path. One day, it looked like it would hit my town. The next day, it had shifted east. I then noticed an odd flight path of NOAA 42, the aircraft being flown, a Lockheed Martin Orion P-3. This prompted me to look at previous uses for the P-3, where I discovered that they were used in the 1960s to manipulate Hurricane Camille in a, quote, weather war on Cuba. Now, I know this sounds out there, but as we begin to see more and more the terrible things our government has done in the past, is it really so far-fetched? Here are the projections from the 23rd of September. A large spread traveling the Alabama-Georgia line and ending up in Illinois. On the 24th, projections shift slightly east, and the storm is projected to finish in Indiana. On the morning of the 25th, the path shifts back west and shows to be finishing in western Kentucky. That evening, a P-3 conducts a 6-hour operation inside the developing storm. The next morning, on the 26th, the path shows to have shifted slightly east again, now finishing in northwestern Tennessee. The evening of the 26th, the same P-3 conducts operations throughout Hurricane Helene as it makes landfall, and the storm's actual path shifts further east, finishing in northeastern Tennessee. What would the government's motivations possibly be to modify a storm? That I don't know. But I do believe that if we can maintain our republic long enough, time will eventually tell.
There has been a noticeable shift in the forecast track.
Forecasters say this storm could be one of the strongest ever to hit the Tampa Bay region.
Phoenix is now a Category 5 hurricane. It is a historic storm and unfortunately making a beeline right now for our area.
Oh my goodness.
And we have Category 1 Hurricane Phoenix just south of Jamaica now. Phoenix is currently expected to make landfall in the Yucatan Peninsula as a Category 2 storm. But of course, always, we are keeping a close eye on this system.
There has been a noticeable shift in the forecast track from the NHC overnight, which now brings Phoenix into our viewing area, possibly as a strong hurricane. Now is the time to begin those preparations, folks.
We have breaking news this morning if you're just joining us. The National Hurricane Center has upgraded our entire viewing area to a hurricane warning as Hurricane Phoenix is projected to make landfall as a major hurricane sometime tomorrow. Mandatory evacuations are in effect for all coastal regions. Forecasters say this storm could be one of the strongest ever to hit the Tampa Bay region.
We cannot stress enough how crucial it is that you finish your storm preparations tonight. Conditions will deteriorate rapidly tomorrow morning, and evacuation routes will quickly become impassable. Please don't take this lightly and heed all evacuation orders.
Folks, this is unfortunately the worst case scenario unfolding for the Tampa Bay area. Phoenix is now a Category 5 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at 160 miles an hour. The wind gusts up to 200 miles per hour. This is catastrophic. It is a historic storm and unfortunately making a beeline right now for our area.
We have a live look right now at North Tampa and Polk Street. I believe this is near Kawa Coffee, and as you can see, the storm surge has completely inundated downtown.
Law enforcement now is reporting that all bridges have been cut off by storm surge. We're looking at up to 20 feet of storm surge in some spots.
We're trapped on the third floor of the Tampa General Hospital parking garage, and the storm surge is up to the second floor of the hospital.
St. Petersburg is essentially an island right now.
A viewer from Brooksville is reporting roofs being torn off of businesses there. So this is a very important reminder that this is not just a coastal storm. We are seeing significant wind damage well inland.
Unbelievable deaths going through. Oh my goodness.
The damage this morning is unimaginable. The beaches are essentially gone.
The Howard Franklin Bridge is completely destroyed.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Salakia pushed the wrong button. Damn. Oh, that's just the devil. Let me get back to that. Salakia. Oh, that's just the devil. Let me get back to
with
that.
me.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see what I'm have to do. That's just the
Salakia, Israel.
bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Where was I? Am I still on StreamYard? Yes. Let me get back. Bear with me, Israel. Let me get back to that. It was in my YouTube, and it was right here. Let me get back to that. It was in my YouTube. I pushed my mouse right here. I pushed my. Let me get back.
With me. Bear with me.
It was in my YouTube. I pushed with. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let me get back to my YouTube. Bear with me. Oh man, that was just great. I tapped my mouse on accident with my hand on accident, and it made it disappear. I tapped my mouse on accident with my hand on accident. Okay, so why is it not going back to it? I tapped my mouse on accident with my hand on accident. Okay, so why is it not going back to it? Okay, here's my StreamYard. Okay, so why is it here's my StreamYard. Okay, here's my StreamYard. What's going on? Okay, so why is it here's my StreamYard. Okay, here's my StreamYard. What's going on? Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. I'm getting rid of this. Hold on. Okay, here's my StreamYard. Okay, so now let me pull up another tab. Bear with me. That's just the devil. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm Salakia. Here it is right here.
I've never seen anything like this.
Officials are scrambling to clean up debris from local airports in order for supplies to be flown in. We are getting reports from Homosassa of residents trapped by downed trees.
There's not a single business that we've driven by that doesn't have significant damage.
Tampa General Hospital has told us that they are unable to receive any patients after the hospital suffered significant damage from wind and storm surge.
Be destroyed.
Deaths going through. Oh my goodness.
The damage this morning is unimaginable. The beaches are essentially gone.
The Howard Franklin Bridge is completely destroyed. I've never seen anything like this.
Officials are scrambling to clean up debris from local airports in order for supplies to be flown in. We are getting reports from Homosassa of residents trapped by downed trees.
There's not a single business that we've driven by that doesn't have significant damage.
Tampa General Hospital has told us that they are unable to receive any patients after the hospital suffered significant damage from wind and storm surge. The level of destruction out here is indescribable. It's going to be a very long road to recovery for the Tampa Bay area.
Y'all, listen up. Tell me why there's a website that talks about this hurricane and that it's already happened. Listen to this. It was an extremely powerful Category 5 hurricane that caused widespread damage across its path in October 24. Milton formed in mid-October and reached Category 5 strength on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale. Milton caused catastrophic damage in Mexico and then Florida. This devastating hurricane would take the lives of several across the Caribbean and Florida. Now, if you go try to look up this web page, it is gone. They've deleted it. Also, if you look up this place right here, which is located there, you'll find some interesting things about Israel. Not only that, but this guy right here that we know so well is building a 15-minute city there. Pause and read. It's located right there. Also, the Central Phosphate region of Florida has been strip mined since 1888. By the 1980s, it accounted for almost 30% of the worldwide production and almost 3/4 of U.S. production. 93% of Tampa Bay's exports.
Story comes up, they're going to latch onto it. They've already announced inner office that once the public will be open to it, we're going to start focusing mainly on climate. Climate, like global warming, and like that's going to be our next, like I don't know, like what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be our focus. Our focus was to get Trump out of office, right? Without saying it, that's what it was, right? So our next thing is going to be for climate change awareness.
What does that look like?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I have a feeling it's just going to be like constantly showing videos of like decline in ice and weather warming up and like the effects it's having on the economy and really talking
Who decides that?
the head of the network, like just
Who's that? Is that Zucker?
Zucker, yeah. I imagine that he's got his council and they've all like discussed like where they think
So that's like the next
pandemic like story like that will be to death. But that one's got longevity. You know what I mean? It's not like there's a definitive ending to the pandemic, or like it'll taper off to a point that it's not a problem anymore. I think it's going to take years, so they'll probably be able to milk that for quite a bit.
So climate change overload. Okay.
Be prepared. It's coming. Stories like right now, we had an inside track right now where the two stories are going to be pushed. Climate change is going to be the next COVID thing to stand up. We're gonna hold it. I love it.
But that's a fair thing.
But to commit to that as a network.
You said it's going to be like.
Now to the wildfires burning across Wyoming. Authorities report the Elk Fire northwest of Dayton has grown to nearly 50,000 acres in size with 0% containment. A community meeting took place Wednesday evening to discuss the current fire risks and closures and what can be expected in the coming days. Evacuations remain in place. The closed area is north of the Red Grade Road to Highway 26, north to Highway 14, and east of the border of the Medicine Wheel Ranger District and the Tongue Ranger District of the U.S. Forest Service. More than 200 personnel are currently battling the fire on the ground and in the air. Senator John Barrasso is showing support for those impacted by the fire in Sheridan County. In a statement, the senator said, "My prayers are with all those affected by the unprecedented elk fire in northern Wyoming. It's vital that residents of Sheridan County and the surrounding areas follow the local evacuation guidelines. I encourage everyone to monitor the Sheridan County website for emergency updates and information on helpful resources." He continued by saying, "My office is working with the state to do everything we can to assist those on the ground in relief efforts. Thank you to all our brave firefighters in Wyoming who risked their lives to keep us safe and protect our homes and..."
If you haven't heard, Wyoming's on fire. And what's interesting is the majority of it is on the eastern side of Wyoming. Now, just for reference, the yellow part of this map is federally owned land, and the white part is privately owned. These major fires are all in the privately owned sectors. Now, what does this mean? So a recent discovery claims that there is approximately 2.34 billion metric tons of rare earth minerals near Wheatland, Wyoming, which is on fire. Now, with this supply of rare earth minerals, we would be the leading holder in the entire world. Now, where is Wheatland? Right there in the southeast corner of Wyoming, where the worst of the fires are. Now, this won't be an overnight transition. Many proposals still face months, if not years, before work is final. But the citizens of Wyoming are poised to fight long and hard against these mines. Now, what started these wildfires? So a wet or an area with an abundance of fuels just so happened to get hit by lightning and ignited the fuel. And the state's notoriously strong winds are driving the flames, making it even worse. Sounds kind of like the perfect storm. So I don't know, people, you could put two and two together here. We have a location that could be the leading source of rare earth minerals in a certain part of Wyoming that a lot of people are against mining, and now they're being told to evacuate. I can't say much more, but look into this. I think it will shock.
All right. That was the elder, I believe it's Kazak out of Vegas. Subscribe to this page to be edified. GMS Vegas sit down. Karataza, Salakia. Elder Karataza out of Vegas. GMS Vegas sit downs 144. Subscribe and be edified. Let's get a precept real quick. Let's go to Psalms 35. Psalms 35, verse 18. No, Salakia. Yeah, this is cool, but no, let's go to yeah, that's cool. Psalms 35, verse 18. I will give thanks unto the great congregation. I will praise thee among much people. Verse 19. Let not them that are my enemies wrongfully rejoice over me, neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without cause. Let me grab this one real quick. That was on my mind as that video was on. Signs and lying wonders. I'm putting this up raw, Israel. Pray for me as I do this. Signs and lying wonders. Yes, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, who's at Esau Edom, the so-called white man, caveman E, sleazy E, with all power and signs and lying wonders. And what are the power and signs and lying wonders? The storm. This storm right here. Let me see if we can. This storm. This storm that he does. The signs and lying wonders of these storms that he does. The nuclear missiles. This is a sign and a lying wonder. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. Whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. See, these are signs and lying wonders of this devil, who he is and what he is and how he does it. Let's go to Proverbs 28 and 18. Proverbs 28 and 18. No, Salakia. Isaiah 28 and 18. Isaiah 28 and 18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled. Let's look up that word disannulled for edification purposes. Disannulled, abolished, canceled. It says, Isaiah 28, and your covenant with death shall be canceled, you damn devil, with your lying, your signs and lying wonders, and your agreement with hell shall not stand anymore. See, the Most High on the left-hand side is giving this, as like my elder Mawatazak said this morning on his video, that he has upgraded this devil on the left-hand side, allowing him to be able to create weather modification. You know, where he can create hurricanes, thunders, and tempests, and tornadoes. With the overflowing scourge shall pass through. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, what is that? That's the nuclear missiles. Let's get that real quick. That's YouTube. That's the YouTube right here. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. What led me here? Isaiah 28 and 8. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, that's the nuclear missiles, then shall you be trodden down by it. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Let's get right to it.
When I was born, all this was gone.
This is the overflowing scourge.
Skynet.
Nuclear missiles.
A computer program designed to automate missile defense.
Okay.
It was supposed to protect us.
Overflowing scourge.
But that's not what happened.
That's the overflowing scourge in Isaiah 28 and 18. Let's go to Isaiah 45 and 7. Isaiah, you know what? Let me go to, let me change this up a little bit. Isaiah 45 and 7. Let's get it. Isaiah 45:7. I formed the light. So Esau Edom, just because you have the power to form the light, to create the heart machine and create tornadoes and hurricanes and tempests and things of that nature, but you did not form light, you damn devil. Yahweh formed the light and created darkness. I make peace, the Most High Yahweh said, and create evil. And that damn heart machine, that weather manipulation is evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Let's go to Isaiah 30. So looking for with the video earlier, I clicked the button and my mouse and it messed it up. But we back on track. I'm just going to just a couple more precepts, get this out when I'm done. Isaiah 30:13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach to fall. What iniquity? His weather manipulation. Let's get that real quick. Where is that at? Right here. Listen to this.
And researchers
Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
are looking at how, and now we're learning that scientists and researchers are looking at how to change the weather on purpose. That's right. Lasers now could one day manipulate rain and lightning. CBS This Morning contributor Michio Kaku is a physics professor at City College of New York. Professor, nice to see you. Extraordinary seeing Al Gore and Bill Clinton there together with Charlie, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, they did not get into this discussion,
No.
though. But it is fascinating. I mean, lasers, really? To change the weather?
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts. This is potentially a game changer.
But this is experimental.
It's experimental. However, in the laboratory so far, it works. When you have water vapor and you have dust particles or ice crystals, you can precipitate rain. It condenses around the seeds. These seeds can also be created by laser beams. By firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions, and these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning.
Katie, go ahead. Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War to wash out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
Alleged to, right.
Yeah.
Now, we realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control, but nothing conclusive. This time we're bringing in the laws of physics rather than simply waving our hands and uttering mumbo jumbo. We're actually using trillion-watt lasers now. And in the laboratory, sure enough, they precipitate rain out of water vapor. Sure enough, you can actually bring down electricity down the beam.
So what does it mean for drought areas that need to have rain for crops? And if they don't have them, there's the consequences of famine.
Well, the bad news is if it's a clear blue sky, it's not going to do anything at all because it only takes water vapor that's already in the air and condenses it. However, for floods, for agriculture, farmers, for people planning wedding parties, football games, you name it, outdoor events and agriculture and flooding and even hurricanes, all of them could be subject to weather modification.
All right, so let's go back to that Isaiah 30:13. Let me get back to this. Bear with me. Let me fix my screen. Bear with me. Bear with me.
In order to understand how proteins work,
bear with me.
You need to know what they look like.
I'm messing up. Bear with me. What am I looking for? I want to get rid of this. Oh, here I go again with this, Israel.
What we have done with protein design.
No, I don't want to. Thank you. Where is my StreamYard? Did I get rid of my stream? Oh, Israel, help a brother. Let me see what's going on here. Bear with me. I definitely want to get rid of this. Let's move that out the way. I'll come back to that. Did I lose my StreamYard? I don't think I did. I think it's behind this. Bear with me. Here it is. Okay. Now here's my StreamYard. Now, I had a couple of videos, but it's okay. It's all good. Let me go back to Isaiah. What was it? Isaiah 30? No, Isaiah 45 and 7. Isaiah 45 and 7. Let me bear with me, Israel. Yeah, just one of them days. It's technical issues. Isaiah 45. I think I was in Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45, I believe, and 7. And I'll get back to my videos. I guess I lost them. I'll bring them back up. Let me see here. Yeah, they may be still there, but it's all good. Let me get back here. So Isaiah 45 and 7 says, I form the light. See, Esau wants to create light. You didn't create the light, you damn devil, and create darkness. The Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai did. I make peace and create evil. See, so he upgraded this devil on the left-hand side with his technology to create hurricanes and tempests and storms and tornadoes. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. So it's not Esau Edom doing it. It's the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai allowing Esau Edom to do it. Let's go to verse 11, Isaiah 45 and 11. It says, Isaiah 45 and 11. Thus says the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, and his maker, ask me of the things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands command ye me. And those are this weather manipulation is the work of the hands of the Most High Yahweh. So it's Esau Edom physically doing it, but it's the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua spiritually doing it. Couple more and I'm out. Let's go to Jeremiah 4 and 20. And I'm gonna get one more video and I'm out. Jeremiah 4 and 20, because I had a lot of technical difficulties today. So like Israel, I'm putting this up raw. Jeremiah 4 and 20. It says Jeremiah 4 and 20. Destruction upon destruction is cried. And that's what this devil is doing. Destruction upon destruction. For the whole land is spoiled, ruined, literally and figuratively. Suddenly are my tents spoiled and my curtains in one moment. Let me get this video that I had queued up. Let me get back to it that I had before I messed up with the buttons again. I had queued up, which was right here. Let's listen to this man right here.
A part of that plan, of course, is to induce the gradual surrender of American sovereignty, piece by piece and step by step, to various international organizations, of which the United Nations is the outstanding but far from the only example. Here are the aims for the United States. 1, greatly expanded government spending for every conceivable means.
That goes to that government spending, saying that they don't have no more money for FEMA and fair use, once again, saying that they have no more money for FEMA, but they're giving billions of dollars away for war. There's a scripture that just right here. I got one. It just came to me. Abhorreth evil. Bear with me. Abhorreth. Bear with me. Evil. Abhorreth not evil. Let's get that right here. All right, what led me here? Let's go back to that right here. Let's go back. He said government spending. Let's listen again.
Greatly expanded government spending.
Greatly expanded government spending. And what is he spending the money on? Nuclear weapons, defense spending, right? That led me to Psalms 36 and 4. He devises mischief upon his bed, who? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. And it's another one. Damn. I can't think of it right now. But he abhorreth not evil. Maybe it'll come back to me. where it goes to damn, I'm sorry, I don't think it'll come to me right now, but let's get back to it.
For every conceivable means of getting rid of ever larger sums of American money.
Getting rid of ever large sums of American money. And that's what they're doing.
As possible. 2, higher and then much higher taxes.
Higher and higher taxes. What's it called? The Treasury or whatever, they try to fix the economy. So they cut things out, but that increases the price. Now, you know, why is a lemon 75 cents in Southern California? But a lemon was only 10 cents 30, 40, 50 years ago. They just keep going up and up and up and up. The Treasury, when they try to cut the deficit or something, you know, other brothers know more about that than I do, but it just increases inflation. It's like adding water to Kool-Aid. You're just diluting it. They said that the American dollar is only worth 3 cents. The American dollar is only worth 3 cents.
3, an increasingly unbalanced budget.
An increasingly unbalanced budget. You know, once again, spending money on defense spending instead of on what the economy needs. This man has a printing machine. How are you in debt? You have money, you can print money. How are you $33 trillion in debt? Because the so-called white man has never paid his bills. He's always mismanaged the money. That's why the earth is in need of new management. Excuse the gardener outside.
Higher taxes. 4, wild inflation of our currency.
Wild inflation of our currency. I just said that the American dollar is only worth 3 cents. And that scripture it's a scripture I ain't brought out in a while, but it keep pop slocky. I'll probably put it up in the comment board.
5, government controls of prices, wages, and materials.
And that's what Kamala said. Kamala said she wants to, I can't quote exactly what she said, but she wants to be able to control the food, control the everything, the groceries. Let's hear that again, what he just said.
Controls of prices, wages, and materials, supposedly to combat inflation. Wages and materials. 5, government controls of prices, wages, and materials.
That's what Kamala said. She said that early in her campaign because they was asking about the prices of food and things of that nature. And that's exactly what she said. Let's say that again.
Wages and materials. Government controls.
Government control.
Prices, wages, and
prices, wages,
materials.
And material.
Supposedly to combat inflation.
Supposedly to combat inflation. That's exactly what she said when they asked about prices.
6, greatly increased socialistic controls over every operation of our economy and every activity of our daily lives.
Right, that's that 15-minute cities. That's that 15-minute cities. That's why it's a land grab. You know, I may go back to the video that I played earlier, but remember I had some technical difficulties. I tapped my mouse, messed it up, hit the wrong button on StreamYard. It's just the devil. It's all bueno. But it's a land grab. It's a land grab for Tampa. Down there, what's going on right now with Hurricane Milton. And there's a land grab for the mountains of North Carolina, which we don't give a damn about them damn wet trash, devil Edomite, sundown town. We don't give a damn about that, but they want that lithium and the quartz. It's a land grab. And that goes back to that mica. Let's get it. That's that mica 2, I believe. Micah 2. Yeah, let's get it right. Micah 2:2. Let's start from the top. The point of the verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity, and that who devises iniquity? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. The devil the Bible speaks of. The abomination that makes desolate, the border of wickedness, the harbinger of death. See, and that's what you prosperity gospel loving Negro Christians don't want to accept. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And I said that at my camp Monday, that in your bed chambers is supposed to be a place of rest and tranquility and peace, but not the so-called white man. In his bed chambers, he devised iniquity and work evil. When the morning is light, he practices it. Why? Because it is in the power of his hands. The so-called Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Bilderberg groups have up to $700 trillion, over $700 trillion. So why do they devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds? Because it is in the power of their hands. Verse 2, here's my point. Micah 2:2. And they covet fields. What fields do they covet? The fields of North Carolina, Tampa, right? And take them by violence, by sending a storm, a hurricane that way. They take them by violence and houses and take them away. North Carolina swept their houses away. Florida sweeping their houses away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Let's go back real quick to this video that I brought out. I'm going to get this out real quick, Israel. Just bear with me. I'm going to get this out. Where is it? Right here. Let me get it. Let me go back to it. Bear with me. I'm going to try to go quickly, though. Okay? Bear with me. I just read that. That's the spirit. Micah 2:1-2. That's the spirit, right? That's Psalm 17:13. It's hot. Let's read it right on the screen. Arise, O Yahweh, Baba Kushah. Arise, O Yahweh, Baba Kushah. Disappoint him. Who? Esau Edom, the damn devil. Cast him down, Baba Kushah. Deliver my soul. What is your soul? Your mind, your will, and your emotions from the wicked. This man can stress you out. That's why people are having cancer at 10, 15, 20 years old, 30, because of the so-called white man stressing out your soul, which is your sword. I said that. The Esau Edom, the so-called white man is the devil. The Bible speaks of on the left-hand side, which is the sword of the Most High on the left-hand side. And the Most High has increased his sword. He upgraded Esau Edom with technology, weaponry. Fair use.
To stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
Wow. I mean, that is an incredibly blunt message. And I know you have a lot of experience dealing with these storms. You don't say something like that lightly, Mayor.
I've never said that. And 10 to 12 foot surge. I mean, if this takes a jog to the south, that's going to save us from the storm surge. But it stays on the track that it's projected to be on right now, or if it goes a bit north, would be even worse. Some of the predictions are saying that Pinellas County, to the south of us, the entire county is going to be underwater. So this is something that I have never seen in my life. And I can tell you that anyone who was born and raised in the Tampa Bay area has never seen anything like this before. People need to get out.
And your message is just, this isn't survivable.
If we have that predicted storm surge, it is not survivable.
I'm not saying that the government created Hurricane Helene. What I am saying is that the government has been manipulating the weather since 1947. What first caught my attention with Helene was the shift in the storm's projected path. One day, it looked like it would hit my town. The next day, it had shifted east. I then noticed an odd flight path of NOAA 42, the aircraft being flown, a Lockheed Martin Orion P-3. This prompted me to look at previous uses for the P-3, where I discovered that they were used in the 1960s to manipulate Hurricane Camille in a, quote, weather war on Cuba. Now, I know this sounds out there, but as we begin to see more and more of the terrible things our government has done in the past, is it really so far-fetched? Here are the projections from the 23rd of September. A large spread traveling the Alabama-Georgia line and ending up in Illinois. On the 24th, projections shift slightly east, and the storm is projected to finish in Indiana. On the morning of the 25th, the path shifts back west and shows to be finishing in western Kentucky. That evening, a P3 conducts a 6-hour operation inside the developing storm. The next morning, on the 26th, the path shows to have shifted slightly east again, now finishing in northwestern Tennessee. The evening of the 26th, the same P3 conducts operations throughout Hurricane Helene as it makes landfall, and the storm's actual path shifts further east, finishing in northeastern Tennessee. What would the government's motivations possibly be to modify a storm? That I don't know. But I do believe that if we can maintain our republic long enough, time will eventually tell.
Okay, so what was I? Shalom Yabashim Shabrakatah on the comment board. Yawasap, Hopelek 777. Shalom Malak Yabashim Shabrakatah. Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. They seek deep to hide it, even though it is the counsel of the Lord. They try to hide it from the public. They seek deep to hide it, their counsel from the Lord from the public, and their works and their works are in the dark. That goes back. He's backing me up with this Micah 2:2. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Okay. What was I going to do, Salakia? Let me move that. What was I going to do? I was going to go to back. Was it? Is this it? No. Right back. Let's get back to this video. Didn't I have it up? Here it is.
This is to be accompanied naturally and audibly and every activity of our daily lives. This is to be accompanied in every operation of our economy. 6, greatly increased socialistic controls over every operation of our economy and every activity of our daily lives.
I know I want to show y'all. I know I want to show y'all real quick. Let's go to, is it up here? I think I got it already. Let's go natural news, cause. Let me see if I can find, shit, I might not be able to find it. Damn, I might have to type. Let me see. They have a search. Let's see. Bear with me. Just a quick article. Let me see if I can assert. Let me see. Lithium. Asheville. See if anything will pop up. No, let me see. Yeah, here it is right here. This is dated to the 6th of this month. It says, Western North Carolina has the world's richest lithium. That's that land grab. That's that Micah 2:2. They covet fields. They've been coveting. I can't prove it, but allegedly they asked the people before up there in the mountains of Asheville, North Carolina, can they like buy them out? And they said no. So what does Esau do? He'll just send a storm to your ass. Because the only way you can leave is unless there's a natural disaster. So he created a natural disaster. Same thing he did with Lahaina, I believe, in Hawaii. Let's get back to that article. Here it is. Western North Carolina has the world's richest lithium, purest quartz deposits. It says the world's richest lithium, purest quartz deposits. Is Hurricane Helene a land grab? Absolutely. By the Department of Defense, the DOD. to steal these valuable resources? Absolutely. Point blank, period. Let's get another preset. I'm just going off my list here. Let's go to Jeremiah 4. Jeremiah 4 real quick. See what this say. Jeremiah 4 and 20. Yes, I think I brought this out already, but destruction upon destruction is cried. Why? For the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly our tents spoiled and my curtains in a moment. Let's go to, I brought that out. Let's go to Jeremiah 25. Almost done. Jeremiah 25. I would have been done sooner, but I had some issues with my StreamYard, me pushing wrong buttons and shit. Excuse my French. Jeremiah 25 and 29. Jeremiah 25 and 29. For lo means look. For lo, I will bring evil. What is evil? Bad time. Eve, beginning, ill, bad time. On the city which is called by my name. And ye shall utterly be and should ye be utterly unpunished? Ye shall not be unpunished. Esau Edom, you damn devil, upon America, upon the land of Israel. For I will call for a sword. What is a sword? The sword is the modern day missile, gun, heart machine, dew weapon. I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, says the Lord of hosts. Let's get this one right here. This one. Did I bring it out already? Let's get back to, yeah, I gotta bring it back out. Bear with me, Israel. Let me bring this back out. And I'm gonna get ready to close in a moment here, because I went way too long. Well, this right here is that Joel 2. Let's grab that real quick. That's that Joel 2. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. Terminator Genesis opening scene is that Joel 2 all day long. Let me get it. It says Joel 2 and 3. A fire devoureth before them. Referring to Joel saw the missiles in a vision. And he was trying to describe it. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as a garden of Eden, right? Beautiful green, a garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, nothing shall escape. That's that Joel 2 and 3, Terminator Genesis opening scene.
Died, my parents told me stories of how the world once was.
Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use.
What it was like long before I was born.
Let me just fast forward a little bit. Beautiful day, normal day, right? Kids playing at the beach, things of that nature. Edomites having fun, holding hands. Then all of a sudden, you see Frisco, yay area, right? Okay, now right here, check this out. This is Joel 2 and 3. A fire devoureth before them. See the fire before them? There's a fire before the missile. Joel saw this. Then it says, and behind them a flame burneth. Here's the flame burneth behind them. The propulsion of the missile. Joel described it beautifully in Joel 2 and 3.
A computer program designed to automate missile defense.
That's that AI.
It was supposed to protect us.
Right, AI,
Sure
right?
What happened?
Normal day, Issachar out there eating pork ribs, carnita tacos, a normal day, right? Joel said, the land is as a garden of Eden before them, a beautiful day, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape.
August 29th, 1997, Skynet woke up and decided all humanity was a threat to its existence.
Point blank, period. So I'm gonna end it right there. I already went way too long. Like I had a couple of technical difficulties. You know, it is what it is. I just want to break the ice a little bit and bring out. Let me get back. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Elder, I believe it's Karataza out of Vegas. GMS Vegas sit downs, 144K. Subscribe and be edified, as well as this brother Ibar Yahawada brought that out, and then Arrows of Indignation. Let me show you that one. Arrows of Indignation. He brought Salaki. Let me share my screen. Arrows of Indignation. He brought out this one right here. Right here. Salaki. Bear with me. Arrows of Indignation brought out this right here.
And now we're learning that scientists and researchers.
So it says Arrows of Indignation 144. Subscribe and be edified. This is your brother Kawas Malak. Couple of lessons edifying and to the point. Israel, pray for my praying for you. Kwam Dasharala. Rise, Israel. We got next, baby, any day now. Guaranteed. Can't wait. Look at Shemai, Shemai, Shemai. Thalataya Aita. Baba Kushar, Baba Kushar, Baba Kushar. Hakawanaya, Labia, Mahashab Wathia, Bunyamya, Rai, Wahasa Aith, Hamasathia, Baba Kushar, Baba Kushar, Baba Kushar. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Arakak Wadash, Abanawa, Yahweh Shai Nawa, Shalak, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kushar, Baba Kushar, Baba Kushar. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone that taught me this truth that rule well. Peace and salutation to the whole 144,000 elect men saints, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children only in these last days. Unto the new and to the few brothers and sisters listening to me that's in this truth, to you I say Shalom, Abba, Babal, DTA. To the next one.